What is up, YouTube? Coming at you today with a first look at the Citizen Blue Angels Promaster Navihawk 40mm chronograph. Beautiful blue dial with the yellow chapter ring. Just sized this up right now. It wears beautifully. Stainless steel bracelet. Very nice bracelet with the sort of wing-shaped lugs there. Very nice. I was able to size it up myself with my hammer and pin. I'll do a video on that to show you how to do that. Wasn't too hard at all. And micro adjustments right there. Was able to scoot it back to the farthest position, and it fits perfectly. Took out about 4 or 5 lugs from the factory, and it fits very nicely. Not too tight, not too loose. Yeah, this came out last year, I believe. And I like this one because it's not too busy of a dial compared to the other Navihawks. And it's also not too big compared to the other Navihawks. If you look at the other ones, they're very, very busy with the dial. I mean, just absolutely incredible. The amount of markers and dial markers and just different measurements of different things on them. It's unbelievable. Those Navihawks that have come out in the past. But this new one looks way cleaner to me, and I just really like how it's laid out. It's still got that Navihawk soul and essence to it, but it's a little bit more refined, a little bit better for everyday wear, especially for a guy like me who's a little bit on the skinnier side. You know, I have a pretty skinny wrist, so I don't do well with huge watches. So this 40mm really fits perfectly on me. You know, I'm like 5'11", 5'11", 140 pounds. You know, I'm not a huge guy, so these huge Navihawk watches, I don't think would have really worked on me, but this new one with the 40mm diameter just looks so sweet. I love it. Absolutely love it. Got this one for $450, which is a sweet deal. And I got it from Amazon too. So check out Amazon, eBay. Joma Shop had it for $380, which is a sweet deal as well. But I had already bought it on Amazon for about, I believe it was around $450, $420 to $450, something like that. But very affordable for this kind of watch. It's an eco drive, so you never have to charge it. It's powered by any kind of ambient light. So super reliable. Never have to worry about the battery or charging it or winding it or anything like that. It's super handy. Just pick it up and go. Great for an everyday carry watch. I think I'm going to be dailing this for a little while because it's absolutely beautiful. And the Blue Angels special edition just makes it such a badass watch to me. I love that kind of Top Gun sort of jet aviation, you know, fighter jet sort of aesthetic aspect to it. Just absolutely love that. And the Blue Angels, it's just so cool. You can't get any cooler than a fighter jet sort of Blue Angels or Top Gun sort of vibe to that with a watch like this. And it's just very special to me. And I'm a huge fan of Top Gun. And, you know, obviously the Blue Angels are awesome too. So it's really cool to have this Blue Angels watch. The British one, they have the red arrows as well. So if you're interested in that, they have the Citizen red arrows Navihawk. Exactly like this watch, but it has the red chapter ring and the black sort of dial and bezel. It actually looks really badass as well. But since I'm an American and I love the Blue Angels, I went for the Blue Angels version. And I love blue. My favorite color is blue, of course, like a dark blue navy midnight color. And this watch just fits the bill perfectly. I love something that has a little bit of flair to it, and the yellow chapter ring just really adds that perfect flair, that pop, that'll really kind of grab your attention, grab other people's attention, and be like, hey, that's a kind of a nice watch. What is that? So I'll be glad to and proud to show this watch off and present it as a Blue Angels special edition exclusive. And the band these Citizen bands are awesome. Way better than way better than the Seiko bands. These Citizen bands are way better than the Seiko bands. Especially nowadays. Just absolutely way better quality than Seiko. Citizen is just knocking out of the park lately with these eco drives. And highly recommend picking one up. And you can't go wrong with any Citizen eco drive. Seriously. Take my word for it. You're going to love it. And, yeah. Nothing much else to say, really. It's got the signed crown. Sweet. Sapphire crystal. Chronograph function. I'm kind of a dive watch, James Bond dive watch kind of guy. I've got the Citizen Promaster dive watch. And that's been my daily for a little while now. But I'm really liking this chronograph. Eco Drive. Blue Angels. Doesn't get any more badass than the Blue Angels. If you ask me. United States Navy. The greatest Navy on planet Earth. You can't beat the United States military. Sorry for all those foreigners out there, but I'm just saying it plainly. I'm glad to be an American. So God bless America, and God bless the Blue Angels. And thank you, Citizen, for another great watch from Eco Drive. Thanks for my review, or just a, just a close-up, first look. I haven't really had this watch for I've only had this for a couple of days, so this is kind of a first impressions kind of video. But I'll be coming out with some more watch videos soon, so stay tuned. Look at that 4 o'clock date window. I don't mind that. That's pretty cool. And it's very legible. Awesome watch. Definitely get one. Absolutely get one if you have any interest in the Citizen Eco Drive chronographs with the Blue Angels or the Red Arrows or the any of the other ones, the Navihawks. These new 40 millimeter Navihawks are absolutely awesome. So go ahead and pick one up. You won't regret it. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out. Here is the back case. You get the very nice Blue Angels insignia in the center of the back case there. Awesome presentation there. Japan movement. So don't know exactly where the watch is made, but at least the movement is made in Japan. You have the B620 quartz movement, magnetic resistant, stainless steel with the sapphire crystal. So I just really like how this back case looks awesome. It's got the screw down back case, water resistant to 200 meters. It's not a screw down crown, so I wouldn't bet my life that it'd be water resistant all the way down to 200 meters, but at least 100 meters water resistance, you're going to be fine. This is not a diving watch, but if you're a pilot and you have to eject and, you know, you parachute into the water, this watch is going to survive that incident because you're not going that deep. So that's all you really need that for. If you're a Blue Angels pilot, you know, and something happens, you gotta bird strike and you gotta eject. You gotta pop that canopy and you gotta fucking eject. Excuse my language. You know, you're wearing this watch, this badass Blue Angels watch, while you're a Blue Angel, and you gotta eject out that canopy, and you know, you land in that water. You're not gonna go very far, so far down. Hopefully, you're gonna be fine. You know, you're not gonna be like Goose and pop your head on that canopy, and you're gonna land in that water just fine. You know, go about 10 feet underwater. So this watch is gonna survive that ordeal, and U.S. Coast Guard is gonna pick you up. But yeah. Anyway, I'm just being silly. But anyway, guys, you get the picture. 200 meters of water resistance. You know, I would say this watch is just fine for swimming, taking a shower, submerging it underwater. You don't have to worry about that kind of thing. This watch is going to withstand those water-resistant conditions just fine. So yeah, overall, awesome watch. Pick one up. Citizen.com, Amazon.com, eBay, Joma Shop. Highly recommended. Thanks for watching.